Today we're going to talk about, is Bitcoin going to zero or is it going to 200,000? And that might sound really stupid to you because we're at like $20,000 right now, but let me explain. In this video, I'm going to talk about how global markets are on the edge of a precipice, literally a point in history that we've never been at before. It's a huge moment, a huge moment. So if you have not been tuned in, tune the hell into this video, okay? Because I'm about to explain some shit to you. We're going to talk about, are they going to print the money or are they not going to print the money? That's what it comes down to, right? We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about which is riskier right now. This is what you want to know, right? Is it riskier to buy crypto, buy Bitcoin, buy Ethereum, buy stocks, or is it riskier to sell them? That's what we're going to talk about. You know it's big time if I brought the whiteboard back. In today's news, we have our president saying
Let me be clear.
Just listen.
If you're in a state where hurricanes often strike, like Florida or the Gulf Coast or into Texas, a vital part of preparing for hurricane season is to get vaccinated now. Everything is more complicated.
Is he serious? If you are preparing for a hurricane, the most important thing to do is to get vaccinated now. I wanted to lead off with this just to show you how incompetent our leaders are. I'm done being politically correct on this channel. This dude is supposedly in charge right now while everything is going to hell. So it's time to pay attention. We have incompetence in leadership. If we don't pay attention, who is going to pay attention? Who? It has to come down to us. We have to be accountable. We have to raise awareness for what is about to happen in the world, and I'm about to lay it down for you. So if that sounds good for you, do me a favor and go to the video and smash the effing like button. Smash it. Smash the like button right now. Share this with one person who this will help, one or two. That would be great. And subscribe to the damn channel if you're not subscribed, okay? Because a lot of you guys watch these videos and you're not even subscribed. It's unbelievable. So do that right now. I'm going to give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so what happened? What happened today? I mean, it's crazy. I woke up and all of a sudden a central bank has already pivoted. Crazy how that works. It's been 1 week since FOMC. The Bank of England will buy bonds on whatever scale is necessary. Holy shit. Holy shit. Number one, holy shit, that most people don't understand what this means. But what this means is very, very simply, where's my favorite video? It means this. The money printer has already gone burr. You guys know that last week I started talking about how the FOMC was coming up and how Jerome Powell is a liar, right? The whole premise of this video is that Jerome Powell is lying and that they will print the money, okay? They will print the money. They have no choice, right? If you watch the video, you know this. That's what I said. Now, here's the thing. It wasn't Jerome Powell printing money yesterday. It was the Bank of England. The Bank of England. However, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's been 1 week since Jerome Powell acted like he was all tough and mighty. And, oh, we're going to raise rates forever. And we're going to tank the economy forever. And let me just show you what happened in a few charts. Okay, so we have these beautiful charts. This is the dollar. The dollar went this looks like Dogecoin last year, doesn't it? This chart is the United States dollar. It looks like Dogecoin, straight up parabolic. What is going on? Okay, so that's clearly not good. I mean, you can't have stuff like this happen. This should not be happening, guys. Okay, so let's look at the Great British Pound. Wow, this looks like Dogecoin after Elon Musk went on Saturday Night Live. Straight down. Let's look at the euro. This is the euro versus the United States dollar. Holy crap. Oh, you want to get crazier? You want to get crazier? Look at what is supposed to be the bedrock of the economy, okay? The 10-year U.S. bond. This is supposed to be the stable thing that old people put their retirement funds in, right? If you're an old person or you have a 401k, you probably have 2-year U.S. bonds, 10-year U.S. bonds. They are going parabolic like literal poop coins from last year, okay? Like literally like a small market cap altcoin from last year. So this begs the question, guys, like I said in the introduction, what in the actual hell is going on right now? Because it seems like we're at a crossroads. Like, is Bitcoin going here or here? Because you have the global financial system literally breaking on the edge. When you see a chart like this, when you see the 10-year U.S. bond yield, I can't even describe to you how big this is. Let me skip to the end. The U.S. bond market is $119 trillion, okay? $119 trillion. This is not like a This is not Dogecoin from last year. This is not like a few weirdos on the internet who invest in US bonds, okay? This is bigger. Okay, let me just show you. Let me just show you. I gotta get this across to you. The stock market is only, the entire stock market, the US stock market, that's a pretty big thing, right? 24 trillion. 24 trillion. How much is the bond market worth? 119 trillion. It is 6 times bigger than the stock market. Okay, just to frame that for you. Now let me go back to the chart. A market that is 6 times bigger than the stock market has moved from here to here, has gone up freaking 4 percentage points in like 6 months. Oh my God. Oh, you're probably thinking 4%? Oh my God. Look at this chart, guys. Look at this. Let me go to like a yearly chart. Let me go to like a yearly, or I'll go to a monthly chart. Okay, let me reset this scale. It's hard to put into words how big of a deal this is. This is a monthly chart. Monthly. Okay, look at that line. Look at it. Look at it. Holy hell. This is not good. When stuff like this is like, okay, what's it like? I'm trying to put it into words for you guys who don't understand things. It's like if your grandma's really conservative, right? Like your grandma, she doesn't change much, right? You go to grandma's house, she's wearing the same clothes she's always worn. She's cooking the same shit she's always cooked, right? She's making turkey for Thanksgiving, right? Okay, so imagine you go over to grandma's house and her hair is purple. She's wearing a bikini. She divorced your grandpa. She's outside taking her top off and yelling at people on the sidewalk. That is how different, that is how obnoxiously, like, red flags should be screaming, grandma's crazy, we need to get her in a hospital, what is happening? Like, that is what's happening. This is insane. Okay, so what is happening is the Fed is breaking everything. They are breaking the bond market, okay? And so Sven Henrik, you should follow him on Twitter because he's been pointing this out. The bulls are fighting the Fed, but the Fed is fighting the bond market. The bond market is and always shall be king. And this was confirmed today. The Fed's like, we're going to raise rates forever. There's nothing you can do about it. Nothing will break. We're fine. It's all good. It's fine. And then this morning, the Bank of England will buy bonds on whatever scale is necessary. This is unlimited money printing. It's been 1 week. It's been 1 week. Just so we're aware. 1 week since they said, oh, we're going to be so tough and mighty. Oh. 1 week, and guess what's happened? The Bank of Japan has blown up. Wait, where's my tweet? Shoot. I think I lost it. I lost my tweet. No. Okay, I have a tweet about it. Anyway, the Bank of Japan blew up. The Bank of England blew up. And now, what's next? The euro, probably the euro is going to have to print money. Look at the euro. This is the euro. It's going straight down. They're going to have to print money to save their currency. So the Bank of Japan, the Bank of England, the Bank of Europe, and then what? Guess which bank is next? The Bank of the United States, the Federal Reserve Bank, because this cannot continue. The DXY at this level will not continue, because if it does keep going up, we will have global destruction. Okay, so it's not if or when they print the money, it just is. They're going to print the money. And let me just explain this to you in even more detail, okay? First of all, we'll get back to that in a second. Here's Japan. Japan spent $21 billion last week. Last week! To prop up their currency. This is not El Salvador. This is not, I don't know, some tiny little country, Venezuela. This is $21 billion in 1 day, last week, to prop up the yen, the Japan currency. Okay, so all the stuff the Bitcoin maximalists were saying about how, this is a fiat Ponzi scheme. They have to keep printing money. If they don't print money, the whole thing will collapse, is so true. It's happening right in front of our eyes, guys, okay? And so, let me explain why everything is so volatile, okay? And then we'll get back to the Bitcoin thing at the very end. Smash the like button, okay? I know this video is bringing you value. I don't care. Smash it. The reason this is happening so quickly is a couple reasons. Number one, global debt is too high. We have $226 trillion in debt. The federal debt to GDP is 133%. So when these mother effers come up on the stage, when this guy says, we're going to be really tough, we're going to raise interest rates, it's not going to have any effects, if we don't print the money, who cares? It doesn't matter, we're just going to get inflation down. This is what happens. The dollar strength index goes parabolic like a shitcoin. The Great British pound collapses like a shitcoin. The euro collapses like the shitcoin that it is. The bond market itself, one of the world's largest market, $119 trillion worth of value, collapses like an effing shitcoin. Okay? Because we have too much debt and this is not possible. You have to print the money or else everything will collapse. This is proof. This is proof. It's happening right in front of your eyes. The second thing is that this idiot right here, Jerome Powell, look how old he is. Look how freaking old he is. And look at his life experience. He was a legal and investment banker. This dude has no experience with things like the US 10-year yield. I probably know more about the DXY, the British pound, the bond market than freaking Jerome Powell does. You think this dude can operate an iPhone? Like, look at him. Look at how old he is. He thinks that we're back in 1980 and the iPhone doesn't exist, okay? And so information travels quickly, Jerome. And so when you come out on the stage, Jerome, and you say, we're not going to print the money, guess what happens? The fucking bond market blows up. It blows up. The bond market. This is like, I just want to re-emphasize, okay? A lot of you guys are like, oh, what's a bond? This is boring. It's not boring. I mean, Dogecoin blowing up, that's something that could have been anticipated. But seeing the bond market blowing up is going to have consequences. It is going to force the Fed to pivot just like the Bank of England. Just like the Bank of England. Okay? So I think I probably stuck that point home. Just for reference, though. Another thing that's breaking is the real estate market. It's worth $3.81 trillion. It probably goes... The biggest markets in the world are the stock market, the bond market, and then the real estate market in that order, okay? And guess what? The real estate market, buyers are backing out at a record pace. Record pace. Because once again, if you stop printing the money, Jerome Powell, it affects everything. It affects everything, and people won't buy homes either. So we have to ask ourselves, I guess the question is, are we going to trust this mother heifer who doesn't know a damn thing about life, doesn't know a damn thing about anything? He doesn't have any relevant experience. He worked as a lawyer, and now he's in control of the world's largest markets. Real estate, stock market, bond market. We have to ask ourselves, who is right? Is he right that he should just keep raising rates and inflation is the enemy? Or is Elon Musk right? Elon Musk, the best entrepreneur of our generation, one of the smartest men in the world, bar none, says a major Fed hike risks deflation. So let's break this down. The whole reason, the entire reason that the Fed said they're going to stop printing money is because inflation's too high. But guess what? The smartest man in the world is saying that you don't even need to worry about it. Inflation's already coming down on its own. And if you look at the data, which I've showed 50 times in all these videos, there's 500 charts right here. Inflation's coming down on its own right now. It's already coming down. It's coming down on its own. So let me just graph this out for you, okay? The big issue right now that the Fed thinks is inflation. Okay, I can't draw. I'm not going to draw. I'm not going to baby you guys. I'm sick of babying you guys on this channel. Just look at my face. Inflation is the big issue. It's why Jerome is not printing money. Okay, he says, I won't print money. We have to get inflation to 2%. Okay, whatever. Fuck you, Jerome. Inflation is coming down on its own. It's coming down on its own. According to Elon Musk, deflation is already here. I tend to trust Elon Musk more than this idiot. Okay, so he says inflation is going to come down on its own. So the Fed, what they're doing now is they're just making an error. They are just completely messing everything up. If they do not pivot, if they don't turn the money printer back on soon, okay, what's going to happen is the dollar is going to break everything. The dollar is going to go to 120. The Great British Pound, the Euro are going to collapse. The Yen is going to collapse. Every currency in the world will collapse. The bond market will collapse. And then I will tell you this right now, home slice, okay? You're not so tough, Jerome Powell. When the entire globe is collapsing around you and you have pressure from every single political party on the earth, not just our party, not just the US, everyone, the whole world is collapsing around you in the next few weeks, not the next few months, not the next few years. It's going to happen now. It's going to happen right the fuck now. So you're either going to wake up and you're going to pivot, or the bond market's going to break, the real estate market's going to break, and the stock market's going to break. Okay? It's all going to break. And then you're going to have to print more. So what this ends up meaning is that they... I won't even get into this. This is more into the weeds. If you look at this debt to GDP, right? Okay? What this means is that we're screwed. If you go watch a video like go Google, this is off script now, but if you go watch this video on YouTube, it is the Ray Dalio. Okay, just search Ray Dalio, and this one, Principles for Dealing with the Changing World Order. Okay, this right here, if you haven't seen this video, you're an idiot. Okay, 22 million views. What he does in this video is he goes through the debt cycles of the world. Okay, he goes through, it's not like this is the first rodeo. This happens all the time. What happens? Let me just summarize. What happens? People get greedy. People print money like this. When people print money like this, your civilization collapses around you. First, your stock market goes crazy, but eventually shit starts to collapse. Okay? The rise and fall of empires. He graphs it all out here. It's beautiful. You need to watch this. And so what he's saying, I wish I had it ready. I don't have it ready. But there's a slide in here where it shows the exact trends, I can't find it. It's in here somewhere. You're just going to have to listen to my words again. The exact trends that every single civilization follows when it comes to printing money. You print the money, you stop printing the money, you act like you're going to fight inflation, then you end up printing more. So you end up printing 5 bazillion more. Okay, so what is the end game is already known. We already know what's going to happen. The debt is too high. Go watch that video, it'll explain it better. But basically the debt is so high that they printed 6 trillion this time. The next time they have to turn this money printer on, it's not going to stop. They're going to print 30 trillion. They're going to print 30 trillion. And this has been confirmed today by the Bank of England because 1 week of tightening, 1 week of saying, nope, we're going to get off the crack. We're not going to do crack this week. And all of a sudden you fall back into the crack habit, okay? The entire global economy is addicted to crack. They are addicted to money printing. And without the money printing, they last weeks, not months, not years. They last weeks. Everything blows up. Everything dies, okay? And so the people that say, I mean, like the market right now is pricing in. If you just go look at this, they're pricing in. Let's go to June. Okay, next year they're saying that the federal funds rate is going to be 4.5% in June. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. Okay, it's absolutely wrong. It's wrong. This shows that you, as an individual investor out there, can be smarter than the market. Everyone says you can't beat the market. You can't do it. It's impossible. There's no fucking way you can. The market's too smart. Don't listen to that bullshit, okay? You can get ahead. Share this with someone and smash the like button. Share this with someone and smash the like button if you want them to get ahead. Because I'm telling you right now, where do we go? Where was I? This is incorrect. This is incorrect. The Fed mortgage rates are 7% already. If they're at 4.5% Fed funds rate next June, you think these charts are bad? It'll be I don't want to say these things on YouTube because I'll probably get banned, but I don't even care. There'll be world war. There will be literal collapse and disaster in the streets if this happens. So when I personally am sitting here thinking like, what's more likely to happen? The Fed destroys the entire globe and everyone goes to war and we all fight, or they don't do this. They pivot. They turn the money printer back on. Which one's going to happen? That's why I made the title of the video, Bitcoin to 0 or $200,000. I know it sounds stupid, but there's only two outcomes here. Okay, either they break everything and we all go to war and we reset everything and the US is no longer the global power, which is where they're headed right now if they don't change. We're either doing that and Bitcoin goes to 0, whatever. I'll live with that. It's not going to matter anyway because I'm going to be out on the street fighting. So this here doesn't seem like I need to prepare for this because either way it doesn't matter. If Bitcoin does go to 0, trust me, you have bigger problems. Trust me on that. You're going to have a lot bigger problems like defending your family, feeding your family. I hate to be doomsday, but that's the truth. Or the pressure gets to be too much. Ex-lawyers who don't know what the hell they're doing, like this guy, the pressure builds. Oh my God, we're breaking the whole world. And they just pivot. Simply, they start printing this money again. And all of a sudden, Bitcoin goes to $200,000 because I hate to break it to you guys. Like, people aren't going to be idiots forever. People are definitely idiots. Like, they don't understand. Like, clearly, Bitcoin's market cap is what? $300 billion? $300 billion. That's it. $300 billion. The bond market, let me just, I know this is a long video, but this is one of the best I've ever done, okay? The bond market is the Bitcoin's $300 billion. The bond market, which is supposed to be the safest assets in the world, these are assets that your grandmother would invest in. These are like the best for your grandpa. Okay, first of all, they're wrecking your grandpa. This means your grandpa is poor. That's what that means. That means F your retirement. That means, it was so safe, F you. That's what that means. Okay, so they're effing you. They're effing your grandma. They're effing everyone. So it's so safe. The bond market's so safe. It's worth 119 trillion, and Bitcoin's only worth 300 billion. What? Are you high? This is mispriced. This is wrong. This should be more. Okay. Okay. So I wrote this today. Look, I hate the Bitcoin maximalists too. I hate how they're like, Bitcoin. Bitcoin fixes this. Bitcoin's the solution. Bitcoin, F you. I hate all of you, okay? But if you don't think, seriously, every headline, like this is the headline today, the Bank of England will buy whatever scale is necessary. Unlimited money printing is just front and center on the New York Times. It's the New York Times, okay? These central bankers are getting called out on the front page of the New York Times. And you think that Bitcoin doesn't start to look more attractive every single day that this happens? Bitcoin has 21 million hard cap. There's only 21 million. You can't print it. You can't print it. Which one would you rather have? An unelected loser like this controlling your entire life. If he prints this money, determines whether you have a world war, whether you have to go defend your family in the streets and fight at the effing grocery store for your groceries, or would you rather have a system that cannot be tampered with, that is not manipulatable? You don't have someone, there's no one like this manipulating Bitcoin. You have something solid. You have something solid in life. Which one would you rather have? I think it's just a matter of time until this is, everyone's like, it's a risk asset. Oh, it's going to zero because the stock market's going to zero. F the stock market, F the bond market, F all this shit. This is all a mirage. Clearly, if this dude can come out on the stage and say 3 words and destroy the largest market in the world, we are living in a clown world where nothing matters other than the money printer, okay? And so over time, people are going to realize that this is bullshit. It's straight up horseshit. I am done acting like I'm a slave. And Jerome Powell, you're daddy, you're my master, Jerome. Ooh, I'm done. I'm done acting like this is bullshit. And the rest of the world is going to figure this out sooner than later. Okay? And when that happens, it's going to happen fast. Because here's the thing. Why wouldn't the Bank of England just buy Bitcoin? Why wouldn't the Bank of Japan just buy Bitcoin? They as a country are under the thumb of this guy too. If he decides not to print the money, guess what? They're screwed. Their entire currency. This is the great. Imagine living in England. Just to think about it. You live in England and your pound is worth this on one day. Then this idiot comes out on the stage and starts talking, and your currency is now worth this. That's so stupid. Okay, why? How is that a thing? And this guy thinks that this is going to last. He said yesterday, Jerome Powell said oh my gosh, I gotta find this. He said yesterday that the central bank will always be the source of trust for money. That's what he said. This is bullshit. This is not going to happen. I'm sorry for all the cussing today. But we live in this world. We live in this crazy world, man, where up is down, left is right, men can get pregnant, stand with Ukraine, get vaccinated or you're all going to die. Get vaccinated. I mean, where's our fearless leader? Get vaccinated. You're trying to get rid of escape a hurricane. The thing you should do is get vaccinated. We live in this world where up is down, left is right, bullshit is true. There is no truth. I'm telling you now that this channel is no longer going to be politically correct and going to be like, I'm going to tell you, it's fine, just talk about crypto. No, it's all connected. It's all bullshit. We live in this clown world. So if you're going to be passive and not speak up and not say the truth, men can't get pregnant, we shouldn't have guys in little girls' bathrooms, stuff like that. If you're not willing to say that publicly, don't come back to this channel. Share this with someone who is ready to stand up for their rights, stand up for humanity, because if we don't do something, if we don't spread the word that this is horseshit and that there is a better alternative, that Bitcoin is a smarter alternative, everything is going to go to hell. We're letting these unelected losers run around like crazy on us. We're letting them destroy us. Why? We have all the power. There are billions of us and there's 3 of them. They are these old white idiots in a room, okay? We need to boot out all these corrupt politicians. We need to get back to morals and family values and the things that actually matter in the society. And then we need to fix the money. The money is the biggest issue. If you manipulate the currency, if you print money, guess what happens? Famine, destruction, wars in Ukraine, all of these things that we don't like. death, you can't afford to feed your family. You seem like you're working, you're on a treadmill that you can't get off. This needs to go, and this will go. Okay, and so it's either going to go now or it's going to go in 10 years. It doesn't matter. You can either help the cause or you can just sit back and be passive. But I'm going to make this channel make a difference. I'm going to bring light to these problems. And so if this makes sense to you, for the last time, I am asking you, I am begging you to share this mother effing video with someone. Smash the like button, subscribe to this channel, and come back for some non-woke nonsense every single day. Because I'm done just talking about crypto. I'm talking about all this bullshit that's happening in the world and how we need to stand up and do something about it. That's all I got. Love you guys. Bye.